Is Counsel Isaac Ssemakadde a hero or a coward?
Hello, I'm Patrick Omoni. Today we delve deep into one of Uganda's most controversial activist lawyer, Mr. Isaac Ssemakadde. For those of you who do not know him, Isaac Ssemakadde is an activist lawyer who rose to prominence through his fight against tyranny and corruption in the Ugandan judiciary. This stance got him to join ranks with the likes of maverick lawyer Malay Mabirizi, who was recently sentenced to jail for 18 months for his refusal to refrain from posting his negative comments on social media against Justice Musa Sekana, who happened to be their mutual nemesis. Ssemakadde showed heroism when he ran against all odds for the presidency of Law Council. With his slogan, cleaning up the judiciary and defending the rights of the marginalized groups from Karamoja, he beat well-connected opponents and won the race. Just a few days into his presidency, Counsel Ssemakadde went into beast mode when he confronted the Honorable Chief Justice in a public function for allegedly denying him an opportunity to speak in the public function of lawyers because of his negative public utterances against the judiciary, including a statement he is alleged to have made against Justice Musa Sekana, whom it is alleged that he referred to him as a man having a very small penis.
Apologize to Justice Musa Sekana.
Now, Ssemakadde's attack on private parts of those whom he did not find befitting grew even stronger with now his elevated status as president of Law Council. Ssemakadde, while addressing attendees in a public function at Katonga, in his unusual but characteristic style of attack, went below the belt again, attacking this time a female, who happened to be the DPP herself, Jane Francis Abodo, whom he referred to her as a vagina from Karamoja. To this, the powers that be, who had been studying and crafting ways to catch and deal with him, finally found their opportunity. As they did with his colleague Malay Mabirizi, who was sentenced to 18 months for contempt of court at Chitalia, a notorious prison in Uganda. And whereas the tactics deployed on Malay Mabirizi was to cover up the injustice with a color of legitimacy by having the matter moved in court by the Attorney General, as for Ssemakadde, they chose to use one of his own. They used private lawyers. Private lawyers instituted private criminal proceedings against Ssemakadde, preferring charges of insulting the modesty of a woman as provided for under Section 115, subsection 3 of the Penal Codes Act before His Worship Ronald Kaizi at Buganda Road Magistrate Court. Upon getting wind of these criminal proceedings against him, Ssemakadde takes to these hills and vanishes. His Worship Kaizi, a controversial chief magistrate, did not waste time either, and fast, with all speediness, issued an international warrant against Ssemakadde. Now, this is what is baffling his supporters, including myself, who to this day are still questioning Ssemakadde's genuineness and backbone. A man who once wept publicly.
These students, they have never been to Kampala except to see the court martial. Except to see the court martial.
And vowed to die for his cause, suddenly vanishing. Some say he is in exile. Others insist that he's somewhere hiding in Uganda. Ssemakadde has on many occasions been caught on camera, shedding tears and vouching to die for his cause, showing strong emotional ties. But when he got accused of a simple case of insulting the modesty of a woman, what does he do? Like a person without a spine, he vanishes into hiding. Many who thought they had finally got a hero, ready to stand up to the tyrannical Ugandan judiciary, had their hopes dashed by what they see as a cowardly act by Ssemakadde. Let's be reminded that in this country, the standards for sacrifice have been set very high by the likes of Dr. Kiza Besigye and many who have walked in this arena. who have suffered, stood firm against injustice, and continued to fight against tyranny. Let me know what you think. Do you think Ssemakadde was brave to run into exile? Or do you think he should have stood firm and fought? Do you think Ssemakadde has a spine or any steel in his balls? Check out our other video where we dive deep into the case Ssemakadde is being accused of and how he can win it. Subscribe and hit the like button. See you in the next video.